And here is the Writer's Almanac for Thursday, the 1st of October, 2020. It was on this date, 1920, Scientific American magazine reported the news that radio would soon be used to transmit music into people's homes. And from then on, the idea of radio for home use grew by leaps and bounds. People stopped thinking of it as a novelty or a successor to the telegraph. The National Bureau of Standards in Washington had set up a radio laboratory to test transmissions of various things, including entertainment programs by radio. And the magazine reported that music can be performed at any place, radiated into the air through an ordinary radio transmitting set, and received at any other place, even though hundreds of miles away. And it added that the music received can be made as loud as desired by suitable operation of the receiving apparatus. It's the birthday of the man who said America did not invent human rights. In a very real way, human rights invented America. Jimmy Carter, born Plains, Georgia, 1924, got interested in politics after he refused to join a citizens group that opposed the integration of schools, became the governor of Georgia, and then in 1977, the 39th president of the United States. 1890, on this date, Yosemite National Park was established by the Congress. Yosemite, the first national park in America, has served as a model for all that came after it. It's the birthday of Julie Andrews, born in a suburb of London in 1935. Her mother and stepfather were singers who performed for the troops during World War II. She went on tour with them at the age of 11. Moved to New York, started her career on Broadway at the age of 19, starring in the musical My Fair Lady. 1964 came the movie Mary Poppins, and the next year she starred in The Sound of Music. She stopped singing after an unsuccessful operation on nodules in her throat in 1997, and she became an author of children's books. She's published over 30 of them. And it's the anniversary of the launch of the free speech movement in Berkeley on this date in 1964, the first mass civil disobedience protest held on a college campus during the 1960s. Here's a poem for today by Maxine Kumin, Why There Will Always Be Thistle. Sheep will not eat it, nor horses nor cattle, unless they're starving. Unchecked, it will sprawl over pasture and meadow, choking the sweet grass, defeating the clover, until you are driven to take arms against it. But if, unthinking, you grasp it barehanded, you will need tweezers to pick out the stickers. Outlawed in most northern states of the Union still, it jumps borders, its taproot runs deeper than underground rivers, and once it's been severed by bread knife or shovel, two popular methods employed by the desperate, the bits that remain will spring up like dragon's teeth, a field full of soldiers, their spines at the ready. Bright little bursts of chrome yellow explode from the thistle in autumn when goldfinches gorge on the seeds of its flower. The ones left uneaten dry up and pop open, and parachutes carry their procreant power to disparate venues in each hemisphere, which is why there will always be thistle next year. A poem by Maxine Kumin, Why There Will Always Be Thistle, from The Long Marriage, published by W.W. Norton and used by permission here on the Writer's Almanac, funded by donations from listeners like you. Be well, do good work, and keep in touch.